Destiny 2 Leviathan raid walkthrough for the gardens. So first, obviously, clear all the ads. Eventually, a couple crystals will pop up. The strategy for this is you want to divide into two groups, basically. One group of two. These guys are the scouts that are going to have the crystals. And then the second group are going to be the stealth guys walking around with these plant spores on the bottom. So after you kill the ads, the link to this crudely drawn map that I swear was drawn by an adult is in the description. Kind of take a long look at that and understand the layout of this area. I will be one of the scouts in this video, directing the guys down below and communicating with them where they're supposed to go. So the eventual goal is to kill all 6 dogs that are down below. The dogs have an enormous amount of health. The trick, the fun part of this is that when the 4 guys are below, they cannot be seen by the dogs. They have to make their way to one of those glowing purple flowers. When one of the scouts above is holding one of the crystals, is standing in the sunlight and then shoots the glowing purple flower, the flower is going to kind of explode and give everybody within range a damage buff. And every time you do it, if all 4 guys are close enough, they're going to get an additional 12 times damage buffs. And that multiplier can get, well, we've never got above 60 actually, but you can probably get through this by just doing 34 damage buffs twice. So you can see my teammates right there. I'm telling them, like, okay, the dog is about to turn around eventually. And if you take a look at the map, you'll see the paths that the dogs take. They're very set patterns. When the dog turns around, you can just walk right behind him. All 4 guys are getting close. I shoot the thing. You saw it explode. And now the guys down below are up to a 24x damage buff. The purple flowers, they spawn in pairs of 2. So, and there'll be one on the left side and one on the right side. After every flower that you shoot, some beast wranglers will spawn on the side. They're extremely easy to kill if you're standing in the sunlight with the crystal. The crystal has unlimited damage, or I'm sorry, unlimited ammo. There's no cooldown on it. There's no overheating, no nothing like that. So be sure to kill those guys right away because they can make it a little bit tough. There were some glitches we found getting spotted by the dogs from below. The spotters would occasionally get spotted by the dogs from below. And the beast handlers, if they manage to jump down off their spawn perch, then it can make it a little bit trickier to shoot them and not alert the dogs. So try to kill them in their like side spawns as quickly as possible to avoid accidentally attracting the dogs. And so, okay, so our guys got spotted. Everybody on our team, there's 6 guys on our team and there's 6 dogs. So every person knows exactly what dog they're going for. This is my dog that I am responsible for killing. Do not kill any of the dogs on the first attempt. If anybody kills a dog, the next time you go out there, they will become restless more quickly, which means you have less time for the guys stealthily walking down below to get to the next flower. So you have less time to get that damage multiplier. And the damage multiplier does apply to myself and the other scout when we drop down below. So if the damage multiplier is up to, I would say, anything above 30, it is worth dropping the crystal, going down on the ground, having that spore, whatever it's called, spore X36 or whatever. That means you're doing 36 times more damage than normal. It's worth jumping down and using that and not using the crystal from above. Now, another thing is you have 30 seconds after the dogs have been alerted to do as much damage as possible and then get back to the safe room. I did not get back. I died, obviously. And you can get respawned. You can or get revived by your teammates, and not like end the mission basically. So now we're doing it again. None of the dogs have been killed. You can see that they maintain, or how much health they had from the previous time. So that makes it, so if you don't kill them on the first time, that's fine. If you get to, I would say, times 60 damage on the first attempt, then that's probably enough of a damage multiplier that everybody can kill their dog on the first attempt and not necessarily worry about getting back to the safe room and just kill them straight up. Don't retreat, just throw everything you got, have your super ready, use your power ammo, use everything you got to kill them. Because we had such a great first attempt here, we managed to kill all the dogs in just 2 waves, which is great. That doesn't always work out that way. I don't know why I cast my damage buff above ground, because now I'm down below. We're at the X40 something damage buff. The most you can get is times 12 for each flower if all 4 teammates are next to the flower. And at this point, I just know, like, okay, I gotta kill this guy. My other teammates are doing everything they can to kill their dogs, and we managed to get it in 2 waves. It takes a lot of practice to get your team moving through the world and calling out and having the guys down below, who have a much harder job than the guys up above, to the flowers without getting spotted. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next part of the raid walkthrough.